All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Market bouncing back. Soxel 4.45%. Donkey Kong down a ton. Jeesh. At the 20-day. Huh, Donkey Kong down so much. 6.5% from the top. If it's a buying opportunity or not. Could be. We got a ton of volume this morning on the open. At the 20-day. Socks will be on meat. Foot Locker. NIO Peloton. PLL. Pretty nice yesterday. Didn't really do too bad. I mean, looks pretty bad on the daily, but if you take that into consideration, there's a gap there. Hey, what's up, Rob? Yeah, it was interesting. Interesting's a way to put it. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Soxel doing good. What's up, Blair? Yeah, no stimulus. The market not getting free money this week, and they didn't like that. EXPI looking very nice up here. Look at yesterday. Kind of a doji close, but volume was average, which isn't small, but it's half of the prior days. That's a pretty big decline. It's actually funny. It's higher than this red candle, but this green candle is much larger than this green candle. Yeah, market is being a little birch. The only thing I did ditch DraftKings yesterday, and it looks like that was a good idea because it's gapping down 5%. I kind of want to jump back in though. Look at the volume this morning on DraftKings. Huge volume. Basically 4 million shares right there. Down 6% off the high. It's not a huge discount, but 16% off the high. I think it may layer in a little bit on the DraftKings. I don't know. Maybe it's just too early. I don't know about an exact rebound, but the TQ's coming back pretty strong here, 1.3%. Tesla doing okay. I've been doing a lot of research on my trades lately with selling some calls. Just super good numbers. Combining breakout strategies with selling some calls in sideways markets is pretty good. I mean, it's not. It's good. It's really good actually. Beyond Meat getting a good start today. Another big volume morning. Can you guys see the volume on this? I don't know from your side. It looks okay on my screen, but I don't know how it ends up showing on YouTube. Little 5-minute candle right there. Not sure if you can see how how belligerently large that one is. Yeah, look at our Bollinger Bands too. Bollinger Bands just got, I mean, just got super narrow. PLNHF. What's that one? Oh, nice. That's pretty nice, actually. Over the counter, unfortunately. I like the action. Pocket pivot yesterday. Actually, not even quite a pocket pivot. Oh, it's Planet 13. Marijuana stock. What's MJ doing? All right, let's look at my MJ position and see. All right, still under 11. I better stay under 11 or I lose my 240 bucks. It's dangerous. Dangerous games we play. Soxo PAL double digits again. And Soxo coming right back too. Are you finding super stocks for us, Rob? Like seriously, that's good work. What, Siri? Be quiet. That's really good work. One store opening 8 stores over the next 5 years. Oh, 5 years? I gotta wait 5 years? What about next year? What are they doing this year, next year? Probably not much this year with Corona. I think everything's on pause because Corona. EXPI up here now, 4.47%. I don't know, I may have to. Should have leaned in harder at EXPI. Although I did lean in a Donkey Kong, that didn't turn out great for me. Next door in Santa Ana, Q1 2021. Oh, that's great. That's great. So they're already doubling. Let's go see. What is it? We'll add that one on here. PLNHF. Yeah, the volume here is really good. You got a couple of nice smaller bases. Now you have a bigger base. Some good numbers, good growth. Could mean good news next coming years for this thing. I don't know, 3 to 30. We've seen it. We just usually don't follow it. I don't know if I've ever followed a stock going from 3 to 30. Got to be honest. Don't think I've done it. Don't spend too much time down here. Hey, morning, R. Pete. Obviously, no options. So, got to play the stock straight up. Good volume this morning. Yep, that's on the open. Nice, nice. Gotcha. Very nice. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a thing. Robinhood. Yeah, I wonder. So they're just retail MJ. They don't grow or anything. They're not growers. They just sell MJ. Guess we can look them up while the market's doing its thing. PLL up a few more percent. EXPI 4.3 is excellent. Space up here 4.5% too, Rob. There's your space as well. Not doing bad. Foot Locker almost 4%. New recent high. Oh, never mind. Yesterday was a new recent high. AMD trying to get righted. LVGO coming out of this flat situation here, I think is pretty promising too. We looked at this one the other day. Everyone seemed to like LVGO. Hasn't quite moved yet. They wholesale to 20 other dispensaries, you learned last night? Okay. Royal Caribbean. Where the hell did you go, Royal Caribbean? Royal Caribbean came back down a ton yesterday. with the news of no more free money for now. Trump's like, I'll give you free money when I win. That's basically what Trump said. As usual, only thinking of himself. Donkey Kong 4.79. Again, great volume this morning on Donkey Kong. Wow, look at this morning. Just eating shares down here. Look at that. It's average volume. It's only freaking 10 minutes in. Rounding top on NQ. I'm not counting anything in or out of NQ right now. It's still inside of a larger pattern. So I see what you're saying there on the NQ. It's a little bit rounded, but I don't know. I'm not gonna play it directionally. But this down here on Donkey Kong, that is a lot of volume for this price to not be moving. All right, I have to look at my trades and see what I had and maybe jump back in those trades. Actually, probably would be a different trade. On the fence on something like this. It's not my typical strategy, but man, that is a lot of accumulation. All right, I may have to nibble down here. Within a stone's throw of average volume. Well, 800,000 away from average volume. November 2050 calls. Yeah, they didn't drop that much. Sheesh. I actually sold at a good point yesterday. I sold up I sold it a 58.75 or so. We're at 53.75 and my option price is barely budged where I sold it from. Oh no, I guess I'm looking at the wrong option. I'm looking at the wrong option. That's still a good one. I can go deeper in the money though. All right, let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a little bit of DraftKings here. I like how they won't give me a quote until I enter a quantity. I'm like, thanks. All right, let's place an entry order there on DraftKings. LKUAL on fire. Let's look at UAL. UAL 6.45%. Yeah, right up here with EXPI, which is 5.7%. EXPI going for it. Soxel, Space. Jeesh. EXPI is being aggressive, ladies and gentlemen. This is a this is a winner right here. I'm not sure where to put a target on this thing. I mean, you got this launch pad right here. Maybe a measured move out of that. There's still a lot of accumulating to happen. That's up to 65. And percentage isn't great on that at all. Looks like my small position is going to have to stick. Hate when that happens. Yeah, it's too small. It was the third of a position. Still getting used to the size. Damn it, that'd have been, it's up 90% so far. Question is, do I? Damn it. Donkey Kong is. I had I had a full position in Donkey Kong before it decided to break down. I got out break even, which is fine. No issue with that. Just trying to stay with that position. I've been doing a lot of analytics. I've been doing a lot of analytics on my trading lately. And just trying to I guess systemize things a little bit more. Yeah, I need to. Man, I figured out some pretty crazy numbers. I'm not sure if I put it in the spreadsheet yet. Yeah, these I'm putting it all in the spreadsheet so I can kind of um kind of guide me in the position size I need to have, you know? Cuz it's getting to drugs. No, no, not today, Ellie. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Um yeah, cuz my thought process is that if I take my profits at 100% of my options and I take 20% of my account per trade, then my account will go up 20%. And then that's going to compound. And it's like, it makes the math hard. It makes the math hard for position size. Trying to automatically do that. I guess it doesn't. I mean, 20% is not too hard. You just take the first two digits and double it. It's not too bad. Well, he's already hard. Oh, yeah. Dang, trade desk. Jeesh. When you rockin', you rockin'. UAL, Soxel, Space, LAD, Netflix back up and oh wow. That's beyond me. That's not Netflix. We knew about. There's Netflix. I was gonna say I don't remember that being the Netflix chart. Netflix back up here and towards the top of our list, up 4%. Earnings coming up. That's always going to be a problem. I need some water. 10/20. So about 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Square. Square doing pretty good. Not going anywhere yesterday, really. Just around. It covered the breadth of the prior candle, but didn't really break anything. Nasdaq's happy at 1.35. I don't think we've moved too far. Not really. We just kind of hung out so far this morning. Looks like Tesla's flat to negative. Yes, I almost rolled my short call option yesterday again. Probably should have done it. I was going to sell the 430. I was going to roll it from the 440 to the 430 this week, which would be here, but I'm like, nah, I'll just let it go. Continually optimizing. I don't want to massage it too much. So there's the 430 at 410. My 440 is just under 2, it looks like. So take another $200 out this week if I did that, but Not super sure. Not super sure 430 is going to hold. Now, we are still in this consolidation, so from that perspective, I have a lot of confidence, but it's really up here at 450. My 440 was just kind of coming down here from the gap down. Anything under that is much more small ball. All right, I'm gonna go grab some water, guys. I'll be back in a few. Hard to turn. It's hard to like rotate your body without turning your knee. It's a little bit difficult. All right, so Tesla not doing too much. Back at the top, we got EXPI, Soxel, PLNHF. I like Rob coming back with like great numbers. That's excellent job, Rob. Yeah, I told you guys I hurt my knee, right? So when I sit down, I turn to like sit in my chair. It's just weird. Super weird. Second quarter fiscal results. So these opportunities for me, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, the potential for great gains going from one store to 8 over 5 years, maybe they'll be able to do it faster. And then I don't trade these things, which is the other place. So that's a tough one. Yeah, Rob, if you got some links, man, post them in stocks in the Slack chat, and I'll take a look at them for sure. Oh, it's a YouTube video? IIPR? We haven't seen that thing forever. I believe this is the real estate fund. They try to find MJ Real Estate. So huge weird ass bat pattern up here. I have no idea what that's about, but that is a big pattern. About the just under 140 breakout point into all-time highs. And that is on the NYSE, so that's a good one. Too high to add EXPI? I think so. I mean, I don't know though, RP. This thing is so bullish. I can't add my option. I'm too locked in. Oh, it's up 100% now. I'm too locked in on the option, I think, but it's just too risky for me. But to add stock, you likely could add some. Now, your traditional add-on points, we haven't even had that. Most add-on points are some type of an event. That would be a pocket pivot. Actually, that would have been an add-on point from a pocket pivot perspective. Pocket pivots are add-on points. Pull back to the 50 days an add-on point, which you're never going to get a pullback to the 50 day. It'd be basically a pullback to the 10-day in this circumstance. So here's the 10-day, but it never even hit it on its prior run up. It hit right there, but that loosely started this consolidation. This actually started it, but this isn't too far away from that. So yeah, you probably have to add a couple days ago, which I really wasn't looking to do, so I really wasn't talking about it. But you can add on pocket pivots, and that is definitely a follow through pocket pivot right there, following through to the upside big. I'm not sure if we're probably not gonna have a pocket pivot today. Yeah, we could. We just have to get over this candle actually, the 1.3 million level. But I'm not sure if we're gonna hit it. 1.4 for the Nasdaq. Not a dumb question at all, actually. RP, not a dumb question. Although I have answered it about 27 times, which is fine. It's my job. But so a pocket pivot is where you have a green day, where the volume of that day is bigger than is bigger than the biggest red day in the prior 10 days. So you're essentially looking for the biggest. You're looking for green volume being bigger than any red volume in the prior 10 days is really what it is. And when you're doing it on super bullish stocks, it's even more bullish. You can get a pocket pivot on any stock, but I think the art comes in of applying it to the correct stocks, if that makes sense. It's like a pocket pivot on EXPI means, we could go up a tremendous amount. We actually had a pocket pivot right there before the breakout, and then one 3 days later, and then one 2 days later. So you can see on the run up here, just tons of pocket pivots because there's so much buying pressure and very little selling pressure. This is your biggest candle for a long time. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pocket pivots, which is an insane amount of pocket pivots. So find me a stock with lots of pocket pivots, and then we got a game. Which PLNHF actually has a bunch of pocket pivots. Not recently, because we've been in a downtrend. But look here on the left side of the chart. You got like 5 there, another one there, another one there, another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It just goes on and on and on. And it's a brilliant sign. There's a book called Trade Like an O'Neill Disciple that I got that from. Those are the guys that blocked me on Twitter because they apparently have thin skin. I don't know. I didn't even say anything bad. No idea what I said. One of them I know what I said, but not the other one. And not that it matters, be honest with you. Just annoying. They did have good charts. Anytime I look at someone, I like those guys too. Like, I really like those guys. But what you gonna do? Yeah, after that experience, I don't think I'll block anyone unless they're just extraordinarily belligerent. I'm like, I'm gonna block you, dude. You better be quiet. Like I'm gonna warn them. But I don't post a ton of great charts on Twitter. Probably should though. Beyond Meat's still going. Psh, messed that one up. Got that one early and good. I guess I should have. I should have expected chop, but the undercut. There's no way I could have held through that undercut. I was thinking yesterday when I wasn't even looking at the markets. I'm like, I wonder if I can go back to Beyond Meat and figure out a point where I would have gotten back in or should have gotten back in. Maybe right there on the break of that little consolidation. We did have a fake out right there. That probably would have got me in. But then that's right before that. And then I could have tried again here, and I probably could have withheld through that. Other than that, you're looking at maybe that. That could have been a good one. And here's a small one. And now it's just up. Speaking of pocket pivots, 1, 2, 3, actually 1, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pocket pivots right here. And then 8.81, 8.80. Ooh, this narrowly is not a pocket pivot by about 4,000 shares. 0.0004 shares. That's funny. And that one's obviously a pocket pivot too. And now this one's a pocket pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one's a pocket pivot. So still tons of pocket pivots on Beyond Meat. This is in super accumulation mode. Sucks when you botch those trades. All right, but EXPI still in the middle of this one. I have the option to close this out right now at about 100%. I could do it. I could do it. That's my new Donkey Kong trade doing not so good according to my profit. Ooh, we reversed. Son of a beach. And we'll see if that holds or not. Doesn't look super promising so far. I was hoping for a nice reversal today. I'm going to give it some time. We have a low here at 51 and change. Yep, just give it some time. I did like that volume this morning. But that's not my usual trade. It's not my usual trade. Probably a dumb move. Pocket pivot is to buy. What is to sell? Well, pocket pivot is a buy signal. It's a very, very good one. The sell signal, I don't have like a single sell signal, really. Not like a singular sell signal. I still do pi method exits. That's like my favorite sell signal. It's the best sell signal, but you don't always get them. Of course, that's usually because the move's not over. That's why you don't get them that often. They're pretty rare. They're pretty rare events. Yeah, other than that, I just look for almost the opposite to a pocket pivot. I mean, I don't view it like that. I don't view it like like a bearish pocket pivot. I don't actually look at it from that perspective, but I look for momentum stalling. I look at my profit. Sometimes I now have a loose plan to sell when I'm up 100% on one of my options, which I was just at 100%. Not saying we won't get back there, but it's at 93 right now. What else? Pretty much lack of momentum. Yeah, once the momentum wanes and my profit's up really good, I just take profits whenever I feel like it. But it has to do with actually RH could be a good example. RH was one of my better trades this year, actually. Really, really liked my RH trade this year. And I ended up selling. You know what? I'm gonna go look at this because it was up here. It was up here somewhere. It was a really good sell point. So like RH, a couple things came into play. I got it. I got a really good price on RH. It's down here somewhere. I'm not sure if that's the right trade. But anyway, on RH, I don't remember if it was before or after the gap. Oh, is that where I sold? Oh no. Or is that where I bought? Oh no. I have a line there for some reason. But huge volume candles like this, like right before earnings, I would probably get out right before earnings, and that's when this thing started to stall. And I remember selling this thing at a great time because my option expired like 6:30 or something. So here's 6:30. It didn't go anywhere. Just would have time just would have evaporated away. So I mean, it's for me, RP, it's a culmination of things really. Like here, you're at a prior high. There's a gap up. Earnings are coming up. Like a couple of signals that are that can change the trajectory of this chart. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I can look it up here. See when I. Yeah, there we go. I can search by name, right? Cool. Oh, okay, they don't like that. I was gonna have to scroll. I was trying to be tricky and okay, what do I got here? I got my trades all over the place. It's not clean. Where's my performance? No. Darn it. It's not as user friendly as I just did this the other day and it was fine. That's not it. Anyway, I had a couple of really good trades on RH. PLTR. Morning, Justin. Oh, it's an IPO. Planeter Technologies. What do they do? Sox sold Beyond Meat. XPI holding up good. NIO doing pretty good. So this would be an IPO base right now, and your buy point for an IPO base is over the high, which is 1142 in this instance. PLTR is looking PLNHF breaking a downward trend line today. Looks like it is pretty aggressive on top of price actually. I'm not sure if I would use that trend line. Oh yeah, yeah, it looks like you could. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Another one you could take is this one, which is actually more aggressive. So it broke one yesterday on the daily there. So yeah, not bad. NQ 1.14, we've come down a little bit. I'll get back to RH. It's not the trades I remember. Oh, they're 8-1. There we go. No. 424. Oh, now I know how to read charts or how to read this. Okay. So I got in here and I sold on, it's on the same line. I sold early. Wow, I sold really early. Sold 512 here. I sold really early. Still a great trade though. That's on one of my leaders this year. I did it again 515. So I got in a couple days later. Looks like I got in right there. And then 526 I got out. Yeah, which is probably right where that red line is. And that was a good one too. So I missed this gap up here on earnings. Or up to earnings. So I mean you can see it for me selling is kind of a little bit more arbitrary. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. So my selling signals for me are a lot more arbitrary, which is not good. I mean, I should have taken a much larger chunk out of RH. Really, I should have, because I had June '05, June '05, July 31st. I could have taken this whole thing, which was not smart to not do that. Like I had a great entry right here, June 5th. No, April 24th. Oh, right where I'm at. And I mean, in theory, I could have held that all the way up there, and that would have done like ridiculous. And my call was June 5th, so that was June 2nd. So in theory, instead of only getting, I think I got like a double out of that, I could have gone up like 5 or 6 fold. It just shows you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. In hindsight, that looks like an easy hold, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar situation, Ellie, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same situation. I've got a ton of cash left, and yeah, not much to buy. I agree with you. 100% in Tesla. Well, hindsight's 2020, my friend. Hindsight's 2020. NIO doing pretty good. I like NIO up here, dude. I may have to do NIO position on a breakout. Look at that nice tight range right there. It's just super healthy action. Nothing bad on NIO. Support here at the 10-day moving average. And that 10-day average is starting to get fairly aggressive too. Wait for a breakout. I'm gonna have to do that if the market's not falling apart, which so far it's not falling apart, which is great. I don't want the market to fall apart. Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously the Tesla trade's amazing. It's still in play as well. I was running through a lot of scenarios last night and just about Tesla and um, selling my selling options I've been doing recently. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of loosely figuring out, and there's still more research to be done. So obviously you're not going to be doing this, but so I told you guys I bought that really long Tesla call here, and I've been selling options ever since. I've been selling the current weekly option is what I've been doing, and I ran the numbers on that, and that's about 100% annualized gain. Crazy, right? 100% gain a year on whatever position you take by selling the options. But there is a caveat to that. I think it has to do with the volatility, and so there's some Greeks with that. So my thought was this: if we take these stocks that we like, that we follow all the time, if you have like AMD, maybe a good example. You have these, but you're looking at these. You take a longer term option, and then you start selling calls until it breaks out, and then you stop selling calls, and then you let it run. Anyway, it was a thought that I had. I mean, it's going to take a ton of testing to see if that's even a viable strategy. And it seems like you're pulling nickels and dimes out of the market, and you are, but those can turn it into dollars pretty quick. I mean, you're sitting here anyways, may as well do something. So I was looking at I was thinking about EXPI, like in this base once it failed to break out. I'm like, dude, you could have sold those 47s all day long. Then once it started getting bullish, throwing pocket pivots, you just don't sell the options anymore. You have a coworker that only sells options. Yeah, some of those strategies bewilder me a little bit. I've seen some of them on the things that we do, that I do. It just doesn't work. Like I think you have to have the right, like any trading strategy. I think you have to have the right environment. Like I don't know about only selling options. That seems a little crazy to me. Although I'd love to have a conversation. To be honest with you, if your coworker wants to have a chat or something, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Maybe you just have a chat with him. Ask what he does. I mean, you know what I do, so see how it relates. I think I mean, especially if you're buying 100 shares of stock, if you're going to buy 100 shares of EXPI, um, which is like 5 grand, So you have a $5,000 position in EXPI. You can sell it. You can sell a call option. If you buy an option, you can sell a call option. And so I think it's if you're going to be doing something anyways, it's potential for additional revenue. So is he just a math guy then? Math guys do really good with options in a lot of circumstances. They look for like they look for volatility under X, and they look for this above Y, and they look for that under Z. It's crazy. I wonder how he talk. Oh, see if he'll talk to you more about it. Learn some stuff. Yeah, I don't know anyone that's like that with options. Well, how about this? How about you bring him in here? We'll teach him TA, and he can teach us more about some extensive, option selling strategies. Oh, really? Probably. Probably will. Yeah. Well, you don't teach TA to him. If he ain't gonna teach you options, don't teach him TA. Of course, he'll probably take offense to that. Like, why aren't you teaching me? Well, you're not teaching me options. That was the deal. Well, yeah, but yeah, those guys, the yeah but guys. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Oh, something else I was gonna look into. Uh, Man, so much stuff I'm gonna look. So much research I need to do on my trading. So I always buy options going out like a certain time frame. Bases news in his feel of the market. Yeah, that's most people. If he's good at selling options, like you said, maybe he's a natural and he's profitable and he doesn't need all this stuff that we need. But um, yeah. Anyway, just keep the fires going. Sometimes it takes a little while to coax stuff out of people. But yeah, if he's good with what he's doing, I wouldn't teach him technical analysis. I'm like, just do what you do, man. Just do what you do. Yeah. So what I was gonna do, I was gonna see how long I hold a position. And I was gonna see my average profitability of said positions, and then I was gonna see average. Well, number one is the average length. And I was gonna see if I could maybe just buy um, shorter term options if I don't hold these things, towards expiration. Buy more VU. What you got, VU? I don't think you've mentioned VU before. You holding out on us, Ellie? What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Oh, Vanguard S&P 500 index fund. Just buy the triple Qs. I didn't even know VU was a thing. Too many damn index funds. There's like 5,000 index funds. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. All right, how's PLL doing? PLL coming down. PLNHF looks like basing on the shorter term on the intraday. Could get going again. Peloton. Oh, my Peloton doing good. That was a much smaller position size. This was a So Peloton, I did a trade on Peloton. It's kind of a exploratory trade. Very bullish, very defined trend line so far. Just gonna ride the trend line. But again, it's very small. Yeah, I still have half cash. Should have bought yesterday. I saw selling and it looked stupid, and I thought I had a thought to buy it, but it was right after my dentist. I wasn't sure I could trust myself. What'd you do with the dentist? Some of my best trading comes after trips to the dentist, I find. So I asked my dentist to give me the name of his dealer. He said Praxair. Praxair. Oh, one of those? I had one of those. Do they like put the shot in the back of your mouth? That's a funny. And they hit the nerve. I'm like, oh, thanks, asshole. That felt great. Yeah. EXPI is still up there at 7%, man. Tell you, mate, this thing is a beast. That is a beast right there. Tree numb before injection. Yeah, I don't think my dentist did that. I don't remember. Maybe it was a topical, but still, when they hit that damn nerve. Yeesh. Yeah, I had a cavity filled. They say it's on the cusp of needing a root canal. I'm like, let's hope not. I feel it a little bit, so hopefully it stays like that for the next until I die. Yeah. LAD getting back up. Is it? I've never had one. I'm I'm pretty lucky, man. I got some stout ass teeth. I didn't go to the dentist for like, I don't know, 10 years. I take decent care of my teeth. I'm not I don't, floss between every meal or nothing like that, but you didn't mention a lucky. Sorry, Rob. Oh, snap, son. Wow, that's some block buying right there. Yeah, nice job, Rob. Good job sticking with it, man. I forget about if stuff just does stupid shit, I just forget about it. Doesn't look like it's stalling at this level either. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a position in this thing. It's high now, but still has options. Way. This thing still trades options over the counter? I didn't think that was a thing. I'm getting quotes. They don't update very often, but that would have been a great breakout point right there. 56. Did you buy any on that breakout point there, Rob, on that little mini cup and handle? That's a beautiful little pattern right there. I love that. We saw it. I think we saw it here at 4, didn't we? Yeah. NIL. I like NIL. It's looking super good. I'm not adding today. I'm not adding right now. I mean, I don't know if it's going to gap away from us, but the one thing here that's concerning to me is the decreasing volume on these pops. That is a little concerning. I'm not sure what that means. Tesla, the only automaker seeing sales growth in Germany. Why is that on NIL? This was 2 days ago. I actually don't think it looks I don't think it looks overextended. I really like this. This looks really good to me. I don't like I just don't like the fact that the buying momentum is waning. You got 3 days here of really good volume, 2 days here of good volume, and then 2 days here of not near as good volume. Yeah. It's a little concerning, but I mean, if it goes, I may have to try it still. It's been pretty damn consistent. I mean, this does not trade like a garbage stock NIO at all. Now, we never really made fun of it, but we know it's not on the same plateau as Tesla. I don't know, nothing can be on the same plateau as Tesla, but if you got a secondary leader, it's got to be NIO. I mean, let's go look at our Electric Revolution list. We got FUV up here. Nice, pretty nice symmetrical triangle actually in FUV. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I have to move this down. Wow. All right, let's move that down to the 708 level. See if we get alerted on that. NIO, which is still in an uptrend, making new higher highs, higher lows. GM, which is now fuck because Nikola's garbage now. Nikola is fuck because Nikola's Nikola. LI, recent IE or IPO that didn't do anything. Blink Chargers. We were talking about them a month ago down here too, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Any chance NIO partners with GM? No, NIO is China. They're solely China. I don't even know if they're planning a U.S. presence. I doubt it. China and the U.S. going through so much stuff right now. It's like asking your ex-girlfriend that you just have a fight with to borrow your car. You're like, hell no, I ain't letting you borrow my car. That's me saying that. Yeah, NIO would be definitely be in the upper echelons of this electric vehicle thing, I think. Charging stations should be big. I mean, Blink, you would think Blink is getting contracts left and right to make charging stations. But see, they're adding 40 and 20, and I'm like, oh, no, I want to there you go, 200. That's better. That's better. Oh, it's 14 IQ 200. It's not 200. Like, I don't view that as bullish if you're going to tell me every sale you get. You know what I mean? What if Adobe put out a press release every time someone subscribed to their creative whatever platform? That's what Blink's doing. I'm like, that's not healthy. You think they'd be doing a lot better though. They're forming a pretty big pattern. I'm not mad at them, but not loving them. If you were a betting man, which sub $10 billion company do you think will be the next $100 billion company? Probably EXPI. The way the chart's looking, I don't know all the sub $10 billion companies. It's a great question though. It really is a great question. If you can find something that is, if you can find that company, that's your 10xer right there. But see, there's not too many $100 billion companies, RP. There's just really not. It is a great question to answer. Yeah, I mean, we can go through FinViz and just look at stuff. So you look at market cap, you're looking at 2 to 10 billion. There you go. 100. So there's 1,017 from 2 to 10 billion. I'm writing these down. 1,017, and then from 100 billion up, well, 200 billion up, there's 35 at 200 billion at Yeah, see, from 10 to 200 is going to be 714. I don't think I can split that up any different. I can't do over 100 billion, but you could see over 200 billion. Obviously, there's going to be much fewer than that. That's only 35 over 200 billion. It takes a lot to get into this group right here. You should know every single one of these names too. There's probably some Chinese company you don't know, but Apple, Amazon, Alibaba, Bank of America, Berkshire, Comcast, Salesforce, Walt Disney, Facebook, Alphabet, Home Depot, Intel, Johnson & Johnson, Merck, Coke, MasterCard, Microsoft, Novartis, you may not know, it's healthcare. They're in Switzerland. Pfizer, PayPal, Toyota, Tesla, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, Walmart, Verizon. I mean, all but one you know of these. So to get in this category is very, very difficult. But yeah, if you go to the mid cap and then maybe look for growth rate or something. It'd be based on growth, EPS growth. Let's do positive. Let's do over 30%. 65 with over 30%. Then you have to ask yourself which one of these is going to do it. And that's going to take a lot of research. Tesla was down here, but they were staring you in the face the entire time. I mean, and there's a lot that goes into that question. You've got to look at their total market. You've got to look at their competition. You got to look at their growth rate. You've got to look at, I mean, there's so much to look at. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun to figure that out and then try to, yeah. We need to make a freaking mutual fund so we can do this every day. We need to make a mutual fund. We can do this every day and just, we're going to kill it. Like, what's your secret? Like, I'm not giving away my secret. What's your secret? Technical analysis? They're like, that doesn't work. I'm like, you're right, it doesn't. Nah, I don't want a paper account. I want real fucking money. I'm not gonna treat it. I don't treat a paper account seriously. Like Grubhub, 6 billion. Iffy, LKQ. Yeah, it takes like $500,000 to start something like that. Broadcast News Corp. Nexstar. I mean, you just go through the names and it's like healthcare. I wish, Ellie. I wish. It's a Roth IRA. I couldn't pull that out if I wanted to. Maybe when I get to a few million, I'll pull out $1 million and then maybe do something, but not until then. So you got software, Rapid7, Rackspace, Safehold, Sanderson Farms. They're not going to be a big growth company. How grown 30%? Sanderson Farms. Consumer defensive, packaged foods. That's weird. So, like, I've never heard of Switch. Yeah, I mean, lots of work to do and stuff, but I don't know. It's a great question. I mean, dude, that would be so great to. That'd be awesome. Be a lot of fun. Look into stuff like PLL and have conversations with management and stuff like that. That'd be a blast, man. Find the next 10Xers. There's a guy that I did some work for who no one knows. I don't know how much he's worth. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions, though. I don't know if he's a billionaire, but he's up there. The dude on his wall, I saw an article, and I looked for the picture. I Googled it. I couldn't find it. In his at the end of his hallway, he had a bunch of pictures, and one of them was him. It was him in a news article. And in the news article was a picture. So it's a picture of a picture. But in that picture, he had posted everything he 10 bagged, and there was like 12 pictures on the fucking wall. So the dude 10 bagged like at least 12 stocks. At least 12 stocks. And I'm like, holy crap. And he actually has an office in Scottsdale. And I've often thought about going and walking up and just, but the dude's like super old. Like probably now he's 90. He's super old. He got invested when Warren Buffett, all these guys got started investing. But runs his own thing. I'm not sure if it's his money or client's money, but the dude is super rich. 10 bagged is a 10x. It's a 10x. So it's a 10 bag. So it goes from 20 to 200 or 200 to 2,000. Continuously does that. Amazing. That's true. We do 10x with Rob. This guy puts millions on the line, though. I love that. I absolutely love that. All right, let's take a walk down the actionable list. I think I'm going to get out of here. LAD, XPI still rocking it. Little mini bull flag. We'll see what comes of that. Not sure much will. Silver's really been beaten down lately. I guess no more free money. Wait for free money. But silver's back down to the breakout point. That was a very quick move. This is a 3-time silver going from 100 to 250 to 100. Crazy. Peloton still rocking it. Beyond Meat still getting up. UAL was up, now not. Massey maybe. Space still kind of poking its head out of this triangle. Foot Locker. RH. AVTR going for it. We noted yesterday it was starting to poke its head out. And today, we'll see what happens today. It's got higher lows. Hard to argue higher lows. Twilio, a higher high. Twilio looks real good. This is still actionable too. Why don't I have a bigger position in this or any? I did that day trade. That was about it though. I'm gonna have to look at Twilio later today if it doesn't fall apart. HI, a cup and handle. NIO looks good. Waiting for a follow through on that one. Roku. Riot seems to be curling. I mean flattening. I see it flattening. I'm not sure about a curl yet. It's kind of flattening out, the opposite of a curl, I guess, an inverted curl. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you're down back to the prior breakout point. It's very natural support level. Look at the volume, too. It's just done. They bought it. Now it's back down here, though. Probably start picking it up again. I'm not mad at that. Hey, what's up, Cool Sheet? Good setups. Just some continuations, really. Not a lot of great setups right now. NIO's pretty good. I do like NIO setup, but it's a tiny one. Genus Zendesk long-term turnaround breakout. I should be on that one. Man, with 5 positions, it's so hard to know which ones you're picking. But I have a ton of cash. I could probably just get in everything. ESNT already well on its way. AMD doing pretty good up here. Cruise lines. Lavago. This is a good one. This one is pretty interesting. Keep coming back to this one a lot. I'm like, I like this. These guys bought the Teladoc company, which is good. MongoDB trying to get healthy, get after a bunch of chop. Cena Polaris, MJ. One more week for my MJ option. BLFS, holy bejesus, long-term turnaround breakout right there. Fight it around for a month or so, but really got going. Good long-term turnaround play. Amazon, basing. This could be good for that buy a long-term option, sell some calls. Carvana, Winnebago breaking a trend line right there. There's potential. Winnebago, look at the weekly on Winnebago. Other than the massive ramp down to 17, back up to 56, this thing's been pretty good, believe it or not. Thanks, Ted. Ping, ABMD, Lockheed Martin. Interesting, Lockheed Martin not doing so hot. Myrna Skyworks, not as good as it was. AZPN, Sherman-Williams, NVIDIA. Can't stop, won't stop. Jeesh. I remember when NVIDIA was way down here, the market was doing stuff, NVIDIA was doing nothing. And then we broke out right there. There's got to be some kind of an angle to attack on some of these real big winners to try to get really excellent options trades out of them. Because, man, you take an options trade right there, if you can get that out to 2023 or 2021, which you arguably could you have had a $500 price target? I want to look at that. I've got the microphone. Let's look at that. So let's look at 1021 for NVIDIA. And that was 1021 of of 2019. And so, like, is there any way you could have come up with a $500 price going into 2021? Any way? I wonder that. There you go, January 2021. What is a $500? Holy crap. You don't even have close to that. Easy math says that's about a 30x. Easy math says that is about a 30x out of NVIDIA. How would you have done that in hell? How would you have come up with 500 from 200? I don't know if you could have. I don't think you could have. But I see stuff like that and I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be a way to figure that out. Probably isn't, but maybe a measured move. Got a huge NVIDIA base right there. That's only 1,000%. Oh, that's 460 from that early breakout. That's pretty good. Maybe 400, 437. Oh, I guess you maybe loosely could have had a target. Go measured moves. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. EXPI 5.6. Looks like we're coming in a little bit. Market 0.95. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. Enough of my fantasy trading. You guys have a good day. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys later in the Crypto Power Hour, or I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.